Hi, so my Dendrobium senile bloomed. There's a flower. It's really pretty. It's yellow greenish at the moment with green middle. I think later on it will become more yellow, but it will still be shiny and buttery. Really pretty. I like it. And this plant is actually not very productive and it does not do very well for me. I get like one bloom every 2 years. So not very efficient plant. But it's still alive, and yeah, it's not big. Look, and it actually consists of two parts. One was a main plant, and then it produced me a keiki, and I put them both together, and keiki gave me the flower actually. And it used to be mounted, but then I decided it did not do well. It did not grow much. I could never get a nice sized plant out of this orchid. So I decided to try put it into a coconut husks, and we'll see how it goes. I just potted it last year, and see, it produced me a bloom. So we'll see if it will produce me any new growth now after blooming. So that's Dendrobium senile. I don't feel very bad for such a small blooming because I mean this plant is known to be pretty hard to grow, and me keeping it alive is kind of already good. But yeah, that's Dendrobium senile. And then to take a look at my other dendrobiums. So with my other dendrobiums, it's like I have success with some, and I have the total opposite with others. For example, this Cuthbertsonii and its hybrid doing very well for me. The orange is Cuthbertsonii, and it's absolutely effortless. I just water when dry here, and I keep it in a sphagnum moss. And when moss goes dry, I just water it, and it grows and it blooms, and the buds come one after another. So that's really, it's. I think it likes my thing. When I was buying it, I wasn't sure because it's supposed to be cool grower, but I think Tink is not warm enough to cause the trouble. And this is Nagomi pink, the same thing, just grows and blooms, and the blooms stay like forever, many months. So these are good here. Another one that is good here is my Dendrobium tabayans, which, see, remember it had these two blooms which are gone now. Then this one came, and I thought it would be the last one, but now it started to grow yet one more bud. So it will be the fourth bloom on the skin, which is like quite remarkable. I didn't get that many last year. And at the same time, it's growing this new cane. So there's no rest. It doesn't take rests, really, this dendrobium. This is black-haired dendrobium, which is doing really well for me. And I was pretty naive to think that all black-haired dendrobiums will do good for me. And so I bought this Dendrobium Christianum, which has very cute blooms and is miniature. But guess what? It does not do even half as well as tabayans. It creates me very small bulbs. See, this long spindly one was there when I bought it. 1, 2, 3. And these two were grown in my care. And it bloomed with one bloom. But there's not much roots. And so it's not doing as well as the vines for some reason. I don't know why. Gabrielle said that maybe it needs cool rest after all. Maybe. So next time I'll try to next year I'll try to give it cold rest maybe, and we'll see. And this is Dendrobium unicum, which I just bought. I think I bought it in fall or late summer. And it came from Ecuador Equagenera, and I think the difference in hemispheres, it was growing this new growth, started me new growth, but then very quickly it just wilted and stopped growing. It was looking totally dead for some time, but now it started me this new growth, and there's some new roots coming out. So I don't know yet if it will be good dendrobium for me or not. We'll see this year. We'll see how this new growth goes, and then it'll show if it likes it here or not. So this is the basement window where my resting dendrobiums are, well, resting. This is the first winter when I'm trying them here. They have unfinished basement. See, there's no ceiling, there are no walls, and the window looks pretty ugly and raw, but doesn't matter. Plants don't care, right? They have this space with, it's the same side of the house as my orchid room, so there's some sun comes here. Of course, now the window all buried under the snow, and but it's still pretty bright. And well, I'm gonna plant here. The most suitable part of this place is the temperatures. See, it's basically the 13.9 Celsius with 38% humidity. I don't know how accurate this little device is, but I think it's pretty close. So it's kind of cold-ish, and they are kind of away from my site, so it's easier for me to not to water them. So I basically watered them maybe two or three times through all the winter, a little bit. And yeah, see, here's the result. There's a focus. There are probably little buds on my nobile, and so I have two nobile hybrids here from Beverly. I got from Beverly. Then this one here is my aphyllum. That one there is my anosmum, and in the corner it's aggregatum or Lindley from Resctel. So yeah, I don't know, maybe a couple more weeks here, and I will start bringing them up. Oh, there's another bump I see. I don't know if you see it here on this one. That might be a bud too on the other dendrobium. So yeah, outside is probably 18, 19 right now, minus of course, and inside is like what, 14. So if it works, probably works better than the windows upstairs. So maybe next year I will try to winter here my cymbidiums, Asian cymbidiums. I think they need the temperature drop in the winter too, and I think 13 degrees it's probably the coldest I can get them here. But yeah, there's nothing yet on this too. They dropped the leaves, look. I need to clean here a bit, but I don't come here very often, so they're like wintering, like in real wintering here. So that's what's going on with this resting dendrobiums here. Now here I have two more dendrobiums resting in my plant space, and before this year all my dendrobiums were resting here, and it was enough to produce the buds on the Lodigiaceae and Jenkinsii. But it did not work that well for the nobilis and anosmum. So I sent them into the basement, more dire conditions. It's colder there. But these two I kind of left here. So we'll see how it goes this year. Jenkins C last year created me some spikes and buds, but then they wilted, and it does it like third year in a row. I'm getting the buds, but they never survived the blooms. So if it does it the same thing this year, I'm just getting rid of it. I'm sick and tired of waiting. And this is probably my favorite out of the rest of the dendrobiums. It's my Eye, and I have discovered some bumps already there. See, I don't know if you can see them. The sun is too strong now. But yeah, there are some bumps on new canes that will probably be the flowers. And yeah, so this one is progressing. The rest is progressing well for this one in here. And I also have two dendrobiums on the shelf here. Okay, sun is coming, so it's hard to look. This is Dendrobium hibiki. It used to be in my tank, but it grew too big for the tank, so I put it here, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, like I don't think it suffers here, but it's just too big to keep in a tank. So we'll see if it'll bloom here or not. And the last one is Dendrobium. Let me grab it. And this is Dendrobium parishii. And I'm not sure what's happening with its leaves. Is it somebody is eating them or what? I don't know. So I put it farther from my orchids. And yeah, so never seen this happening. Maybe that's the way it loses the leaves because it's deciduous. I don't know. But this one looks like mechanical damage, like somebody was chewing it. Maybe snails. Does it look like snails? So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I should totally isolate it from this room, actually. So that's Dendrobium parishii, under the question. So yeah, that was a little tour of my dendrobiums and what they're doing this time of year, and a little flower of Dendrobium senile. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.